Okay, grade 12s. This is the interpenetration and development question. This is page 75. So this is the background of the question, the background of the design, right? So we are given the incomplete front view of a connecting piece for the ventilation system consisting of a cylindrical pipe A and a cylindrical branch pipe B, right? Okay, so we are given the what? The main pipe A. This is the main pipe A, and this is the branch pipe B as indicated there, right? Okay, remember this view is the front view, right? So we are only given the front view. So from the front view, we have pipe A and pipe B right there, right? Okay. Okay, instructions: draw to scale 1:1 the following views of the connecting piece. So we have to draw the complete front view, the top view, and the development of the surface of the branch pipe B. So that means we'll have to develop this branch pipe only, not the main pipe A. So that means we'll have to develop only this pipe, right? Okay. And also we have to show all necessary construction and calculations, very important. Okay, so now because this is our front view, remember interpenetration and development is in first angle. So if we have front view there, that means the top view will be at the bottom, right? Because remember from the instructions they said we have to draw the top view as well, right? So I will start with the top view of the main pipe, right? Pipe A, because obviously we can see that we are given the diameter, which is 50. So I'll just measure 25 from my compass and draw a circle. So I have my center lines there, because obviously we can't draw a circle without center lines. So now I'll just measure 25 on my compass there and draw a circle. So this is the top view of pipe A, right? Then from there I can just project this up so that I can just draw the front view like that, and also the center line there. Okay, so I can just measure 10 millimeters up, and then now I can start drawing my front view, right? So I'll just draw the bottom part of the pipe. So I have this line now, so I'll just try and construct this part of the pipe. So the height is given as 70, from here to there is 70, so I'll measure 70 there, and then draw horizontal line, light construction. Okay, so now I'll have to try and draw this part of the branch pipe, which is pipe B. So obviously we are given that this branch pipe is at an angle of 45 degrees, right? And then now I'll have to measure 10 millimeters for me to get this point, right? Okay, so I'll mark off 10 millimeters there. Right, so if I have that point there, I can just take my 45 degrees at square and draw the center line of the branch pipe. So just add the center line there. Okay, so this is the center line of the branch pipe. Okay, so we are given the distance from that center point to that edge there. So it's given at 70, so I'll measure from this point going up. So I'll just mark off 70 millimeters up there, right? Okay, and then I can just draw a line using my 45 degrees at square like that. Okay, and then I can just extend that center line there so that I can just draw a circle up there. So we are given that the diameter of this branch pipe is 42, so that means I can measure half of 42, which is 21, right? So I'll just draw a circle somewhere up there. So just add a center line there. So take my compass and measure 21. Okay. Okay, so I have a circle there. So now I can just project uh, this part down to the front view, and also this part of the circle down to there. So now I can just complete the outer lines of the two pipes, right? So as you can see there, so I'm just drawing the front view exactly as it is here, right? So I can just draw that in from here to there, and even down here. Okay, just like that. So remember, this view is incomplete. I'll have to add the interpenetration curve. So remember, from the instructions, they said we have to draw the complete front view, and obviously we have to show the curve of interpenetration. So we don't have that curve right now, so that means we have to add that curve of interpenetration somewhere here, right? Okay, so in order for us to come up with the interpenetration curve, we will have to first divide this circle into 12 equal parts. So obviously I'll just take my compass there, put my compass at that point, this point over there, to the center point, and I'll just mark there and mark there. Then I move my compass to the next point. I'll just put my compass on the center lines, right? Okay, so mark a point there, mark a point there, move my compass to the next center line or center point there, mark a point there, mark a point down there, and do the same thing here, mark there and mark there. So now I'll have to draw lines that will pass through the center point there. So obviously I have a point there, I'll just draw a straight line there. So let me just mark the points so that you can see the points. So I have points around the circle. Okay, so obviously the lines must pass through the center of the circle. Just like that. Okay, so I've divided the circle into 12 equal parts. So now I'll have to label the points. So I'll start at the 0. So I'll start here, this is 0. So I'll start there at that point. This will be my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 0 and 12, they're sharing a point there. Okay, so from there, what I have to do is I have to project the points down to this section, to the front view. So obviously 1 and 11, they are on the same line, so I can project a line straight down. 2 and 10, they'll share a line there, and 3 and 9, they're on the same line. 4 and 8, they're on the same line. 5 and 7, they're on the same line as well, just like that. And we have 6. Okay, perfect. So now I'll just label the lines. So here we have 0 and 12. On this line we have 1 and 11. Here we have 2 and 10. Here we have 3 and 9. Here we have 4 and 8, 5 and 7, and 6. Okay. Okay, so let me just move to the next point, which is the top view. So I'll try and draw or complete the top view, right? So remember, so far I have this circle. So this circle is the top view of this pipe, right? So now I'll have to try and draw the top view of the branch pipe, which is pipe B. So obviously I'll just project the points from the front view down to this section, right? Okay, so first of all, I'll just extend the center line there. Okay, just like that. And then from there, I'll just project those points down. Okay, so I'll have to draw the circle here. So remember the diameter of the circle is 42, so I'll measure half of 42, which is 21. Do the same thing here. I'll draw a circle like that, and obviously I'll have to divide the circle into 12 equal parts. Just like that. Okay, just like that. And then I'll just draw lines. Okay, so now for me to label these points, I will have to use the front view, obviously, right? Remember, this is the front view, right? And looking from the top, which point you'll see first? I'll see 12 and 0, right? Okay, so that means that those 2 points, or this point from our top view, that point will be just right there. So that means this point from the circle will be 0 and 12, right? Okay, and then from there I'll just label all the points: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just like that. Okay, so now obviously I'll just plot here because now so far I have 0, right? They connect there. So before that, let me just project those points as well. Because I'm trying to draw the top view of those 2 pipes. me just do like this. Okay, so I have 0 there. Perfect. And then I move to 1. Where is 1 from the front view? 1 is right there, so I'll use this line and that line. That means I'll connect the 2 there. So this is 1. Okay, 2 is right there. Where is 2 from the front? 2 is right there, so this is our 2. 3, where is 3? 3 is there, so I have 2, 3. 4 is there. Where is 4 from the front view? 4 is right there. 5 is there. I have a point there. 6 is right there. So I have 4, 5, 6. 7 is right there. That means I have a point. 8 is there. 9 is there. So it's 7, 8, 9. And then 10, remember 10 is right there. Where is 10 from the front? 10 is right there. I have a point there. 11, I have a point there. And 12 there. So I have 11 and 10 there. Okay, so now obviously you can use your French curve to connect the points, or you can even use neat freehand. So I will just connect the points using freehand, just like that. Do the same thing this side. Just like that. Okay, then now I can just complete my 12 view there by drawing a line there and a line there. And remember, this is a cylindrical pipe, so it's not like a square or something whereby you just draw in the edges. So obviously a cylinder doesn't have edges, right? So this is the complete top view of the two pipes. Okay, now I'll have to go back to my front view. Remember, my front view is incomplete. I have to add the interpenetration curve there. Okay, so for me to draw that, I'll use this top view. So from this, I'll have to extend those construction lines to where the branch pipe is, not the branch, the main pipe. So I have to extend those construction lines to the main pipe, like that, like that, like that. So those lines touch the cylinder, the main pipe there. Okay, so from this point I'll have to project these points up to our front view, right? So I'll start with this point there. The next points, I have 2 there. Okay, then I have those 2 here, and the last one there. Okay, so now I have to connect. Same thing. I'll start with 0. So 0, I have 0 there. So from there, that means I have a point there. Okay, and then 1 is here, and 1 from the front view is there. So where they connect, it's a point. 2 is there. Where is 2 from the front is there, so it's a point there. Then we have 3 is there, so I'll use this line, and 3 from the front is there, so it's a point. And we also have 4 is there, 4 is right here, that means it's a point. 5 is 5 is there, so that means it's a point there. And we have 6 is there, so it's a point there. So these points here, I will have to connect them. So this is the interpenetration curve, right? Because if I do the same thing with these points, for example 7, where is 7? 7 is on that line, so that means 7 will be on the same point as 5 there. 8 will be the same thing. 8, that means 8 will be on the same point. So obviously all these points will be right there. So I can just connect those points using a French curve or neat freehand. So I'll start there and go all the way down through the points like that. Neat curve, just like that. So this is the interpenetration curve for the two pipes. So obviously I'll have to label the pipes. This is A, this is B.